If you're just getting started with strength training, you might be thinking, should I train my full body in each workout or should I train separate body parts? You're wondering about this probably because you have seen the following words on the internet: the leg day, arm day, back and biceps day, and so on. In this video, I'll walk you through the differences between full body days and what's known as split routines, and explain why a full body routine is often the best starting place for a beginner. First, let's talk about what do we mean by a full body workout. A full body workout is a type of workout where you train all your major muscle groups in a single session. That usually includes your legs, your glutes, core, back, chest, arms, and shoulders. You'll often see these full body workouts done 2 to 3 times per week, depending on your schedule. I recommend that if you're a beginner, you start with just 2 sessions per week, and once you get consistent with it, then you can add the third one. I've also made a video about this, how often should a beginner work out, and you can find that video in the description. Full body routine typically focuses on compound lifts. What does that mean? Compound lifts are the movements that work multiple muscle groups at once. And here are some examples of these exercises: squats, deadlifts, push-ups, overhead presses, rows, and lunges. For example, let's talk about the deadlift. If you've never done this movement, what it essentially is picking up something from the floor and putting it back down. You can do it with dumbbells, you can do it with a barbell. It's easy to see how you're using so many different muscles in your body. When you're picking something up from the floor, you're using your legs, your glutes, you're definitely using your back, and you are even using your core to stabilize yourself. And because you're holding that heavy object, whether it is a bag or a barbell, you're obviously using also your arms as well. When we talk about squats, it's also easy to see how you're using so many different muscles in this one exercise. You're using your calves, your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes, and you definitely do use your core. You have to keep your core stable so that you can squat properly. I gave you a lot of examples of exercises that could be done with dumbbells or barbell, but if you're starting with just body weight, what would be the compound movements then? Again, there's your squat, there's your push-up, your lunges, and so on. They're all compound movements, and if this is where you need to start with body weight only, that's perfectly fine. I also have a video where I show you how to modify some of these movements if you're a beginner and maybe cannot do a full squat yet or cannot do a full push-up. So make sure that you check out this video. It's titled How to Start Getting Fit in 10 Minutes, and you can find that in the description as well. Now that you know that full body routines include mostly compound movements, let's compare that with split routines. Split workouts divide the body into multiple sections. For example, you could train your chest and triceps on a Monday. You could train your legs on Tuesday and your back and biceps on Wednesday, and so on. This type of training is really common in bodybuilding or among more advanced weightlifters, but it's not the best starting point for a beginner. And here are 3 major reasons why you should prefer full body workouts to split routines if you're a beginner. The reason number 1 is that you're going to miss workouts sometimes. Life happens. There are vacations, maybe you get sick, maybe your kids get sick, something unexpected comes up at work. That means that you're going to miss a workout here and there. This is so common. And at the beginning, you might also be struggling with consistency anyway. When you're doing a full body routine, then missing a single workout doesn't mean that you have missed an entire muscle group. You're still working your whole body in each session, so your progress stays balanced and you don't miss out on anything. But with a split routine, let's say you miss a leg day or a back day, then now you have skipped that muscle group this week entirely. You haven't done anything for that muscle group. And here's the thing. Most people don't circle back to where they left off. Instead, they just skip it. And often it's the part that they didn't want to train anyway. Let's say that you had to skip your back day and you don't really care for training your back anyway. So next time you're back at the gym, you are not gonna probably do that back workout. You're gonna jump right to legs because you prefer leg workouts to back workouts. Over time, this can lead to slower progress in the areas that you tend to skip, and if it happens often enough, it can even lead to some muscle imbalances. Before we move on to the reason number 2 why you should do full body workouts, here's something I want to share with you. If you need help with getting started, then I have a free beginner strength training guide that you can download when you go to the link in the description. This workout plan is titled Fit from Scratch, and in it you get 3 bodyweight workouts that are meant for complete beginners. You will do them with just body weight and bands. You don't need any dumbbells or barbells or machines for it. And this workout plan is simple. You can do it anywhere. You can do it in your bedroom, in your living room. You even don't have to leave your house. So go ahead and get started with this plan. It's super simple, easy to follow. I have videos for everything and also written notes so that you can make sure that your form is as good as possible. So go ahead and grab that guide. It is linked in the description. Moving on to the second reason, why as a beginner you should do full body workouts and not split routines. And the second reason is this: when you're doing full body workouts, you have more time for recovery. With a 2 to 3 days per week full body plan, you'll get full rest days between your sessions. Compare that to a split routine where you would train 5 to 6 days per week and you don't get as much recovery time. When you give yourself a full day off between the workouts, or even 2 days off between the workouts, your body can recover much better, rebuild, and you can come back stronger. This is a big difference maker. When you recover well, you can train hard again in your next session. You have a lot more to give versus when you're working out almost every single day. And your gains actually happen while you are recovering. So your recovery time is really, really important too. One of my clients, Laura, used to train 6 days a week and saw really minimal results from it. And that was before we started working together. She only had 1 day when she didn't go to the gym. All the other days she was at the gym. Well, here's the change we made. We stopped doing 6 workouts per week and we started doing 3 workouts per week. And now she had a full recovery day when she was just walking but not lifting, and she had this full recovery day between all of the workout days. This is where she really started to see much bigger gains. Eventually she was able to lift 220 pounds off the floor. So she was deadlifting with 220 pounds, and before she was not even close to that. And this doesn't have to be your goal. You don't have to lift 220 pounds. And Laura also wasn't a complete beginner when she started, but it does show that if even a more advanced lifter can get better results with 3 days a week versus 6 days a week, then a beginner can of course get better results with full rest days between the workout days. Now that doesn't mean that you don't move during your rest days. You still move, you take your walks and so on. But you don't have to work out, you don't have to go to the gym and do a strength workout 6 days a week. The reason number 3 why you should be doing full body workouts as a beginner is that real life requires full body strength. In real life, we don't just use isolated muscles. You're not just using your biceps when you carry groceries or your quads when you walk. You are using your whole body, all parts of your body are active. This is why training your body as a whole builds the kind of strength that actually carries over into everyday life. When you're lifting your kids, when you're packing your suitcase, when you're going on hikes, you need a full body strength and all your muscles work together. By doing full body workouts, you're building functional strength. And that's what most of us truly want and need, because we want to be strong and also independent for as long as we can. So if you're just starting out, make sure that you start with full body training. It's effective, it's sustainable, and it's designed for real life. Later on, when you get more advanced, then you can of course increase, and you can do body part splits too, but not until you have really mastered the habit of training your full body, showing up 2 to 3 times per week consistently, and already built some foundational strength. Let me know in the comments, are you doing full body workouts? Have you ever tried split routines? What's working for you right now? Leave me a comment. If you liked today's video, make sure that you subscribe to this channel and also check out the next video.